Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2, Legacy of the Void, and the Mysterious JG. We just met Alarak, first Ascendant of the Tal'Darim. The Tal'Darim were a Protoss faction we were introduced to in Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty. They exist because in Wings of Liberty we were playing as Terrans. Jim Raynor's faction particularly, and Jim Raynor had no Protoss enemies. The Protoss had two factions at the end of StarCraft. You had the Ire Temp Protoss, who were kind of loyal to the what the hell were they called? The Judicator caste and the Light Templars, or the Conclave. That's what it was called. Their government was the Conclave. So you had the Conclave, and then you had the Dark Templar, the Dark Protoss guys. But by the end of the events of StarCraft Brood War, not only are those Protoss all kind of on the same side, they're also all friends with Raynor. So this new mysterious group called the Tal'Darim, who are a renegade Protoss faction, who are maniacal religious zealots, and we don't know that much else about them, appear as villains. We learn a little bit more about the Tal'Darim as we go on, because they are loyal worshippers of a destruction god named Amon, and now we know that Amon is a real guy who wants to kill everybody. So we've just met a guy from the Tal'Darim. He seems to be saying he wants to be our friend. Somewhere along the way, too, it's important to note that the Tal'Darim color scheme went from being like kind of grayish black metal with green glowy highlights to a more, I'm an 8-year-old boy and I think this looks cool and scary, black metal with glowing red. So that's the new Tal'Darim.
If you heed my words, your hierarch will live.
Cool beans.
We haven't much time.
Yeah, you know what? We got all the time we want. We're in a between missions screen here. So I will not be rushed by the game. Oh, Rohanna's having some trouble. And she's glowing red. I wonder what's up with her.
Rohanna.
In the highest.
Rohanna!
In the highest.
You sought Ulnar, and now you have found it.
How do you like Ulnar, kid?
Life, both your beginning and your end.
It is my highest desire to someday die on a cradle.
Do you seek deliverance within these empty halls?
No, I want you to shut up.
Find none here. Only the truth of the Zelnaga's failure.
Failure, such a failure, such a good failure.
For a gift, release in oblivion.
Amon seems to be ignoring our request for him to shut up and get back to this lady. And I guess she's still evil? Oh, this is just the exact same scene again. Now that she's like upright and glowing red, I thought maybe there'd be a new scene, but it doesn't seem like there is.
This Tal'Darim has brought warriors with him. Perhaps there is a benefit to his presence after all.
So the only change-up we can make with our warriors right now is the Tal'Darim, who again have, ooh, scary, it's like a sword with an infinity sign. What? Oh.
Vengeance for ire.
Vengeance for Suji.
Where does my prey hide?
Blood Hunter. The Tal'Darim society is brutal and unforgiving. Those deemed too weak to be of service to their High Lord are ruthlessly hunted down and executed by the Blood Hunters, who can stalk their prey unseen and imprison them in void stasis. Whatever. So these guys, in theory, if you're like if you're heavily microing, which there just isn't time to do. Like all the campaigns we have left involve like massive armies on both sides, but they have void stasis, which imprisons a target or structure for 10 seconds, which cuts off its attacks, abilities, movement, detection. These would be really good if you just wanted to have a couple of like a group of blood hunters running around. You remember that first mission where the Dark Templar were introduced in this game, where the Zerg had very little in the way of detection. And you just occasionally would use the Spear of ADUN to kill spore colonies and there's overlords and overseers, yeah, the souped up overlords that have detection, because overlords don't have detection in StarCraft 2. Yeah, these guys would just, on their own, they have an ability that would allow them to like freeze a spore colony and stop it from detecting. And then you could just have 3 or 4 of them hack it away at a spore colony and kill it. And then they could kill the rest of the enemies. And that would be great. But going forward, we're not really going to have a lot of opportunities like that. So I'm going to stick with Avengers just because if I'm ever using them, they can come back to life, which is really handy. I'm using that with Sentinels. I'm using that with Avengers. I'm not really doing that much with either in the last couple of missions, mostly because in the last mission it was entirely about controlling a hero units, 2 hero units. In the next mission, we will be introduced to a new unit, which is kind of the unit that you want to beat that level. We can go to the Solar Core, see what these guys think about our new visitor.
Never turn your back on a Tal'Darim. In fact, if he so much as glares at you, put him down. It will be easier on all of us.
Sounds fun.
I do not trust Alarak. His sense of honor is lacking.
Should be talking to Alarak more too. I forgot. If you had the little eyeball logo, you might have more than one line.
A Tal'Darim warrior invades our ship while our hierarch is missing. I do not like this, Matriarch.
And then Carrick uses his robot arms to throw some shit at the Phoenix to get him to shut up.
Never turn your back on it.
Matriarch.
Never turn your back on the wolf pack. You might end up in a body bag.
Unprecedented rate.
Then this Tal'Darim speaks the truth.
I don't know about that.
Void energies flood from the temple. With each passing moment, the threat grows. I do not trust him. But all data points to the scenario he describes. A gateway to the void has been opened.
Is
Scary
there any
shit.
way to pinpoint Artanis?
No. The energies are making us virtually blind.
Matter of fact, are we blind? We have weird glowing eyes.
Tal'Darim. It pains me to do so.
Whatever. Hey man, you want to go get a bite to eat after this? You know, I'm a man Protoss. You're a lady Protoss. I know that we have needs.
Matriarch, the keystone is shielded, but I would keep your distance. We have never witnessed an event like this. It is entirely unpredictable.
Sure.
Strange. The keystone is extracting energies at an unprecedented rate. I will monitor the keystone to ensure that its current behavior does not harm the Spear of ADUN.
Sure.
Matriarch, the keystone
Alright, let's
is
allocate some
shielded.
solar overnight here. We got 35. Ah, we got a new tree of stuff. So now we have access to, let's get rid of construction time for now. Mass recall. Instantly teleport all friendly units to the Nexus. And gives them shields. Shield overcharge gives them shields, but doesn't teleport them back to the Nexus. So this has a short cooldown and a lower cost, but basically, yeah, your base gets attacked, warp everything back to defend. This can be useful. It really can. The shield overcharge is probably more generally useful if you know what you're doing, because you can just give your guys everything, including your structures. See, this only does units, not buildings. This gives everything, including your structures, bonus shields for 20 seconds. But the main thing is you're going in to launch an attack. You're about to die of a target. Give everybody 200 bonus shields. It seems like a good idea. And then deploy Phoenix. Deploys Phoenix to the battlefield, dealing 200 damage to enemy units in the target area upon impact. Phoenix attacks on his own and can cast Whirlwind, Thunderous Charge, and Shield Capacitators. Phoenix leaves the battlefield after 30 seconds. This is really expensive, and I guess I should try to show it on screen at some point, but I never found it that useful. So instead we'll go with Shield Overcharge. We will temporarily be without any of these little minor bonuses, but we now have Shield Recharge. Increase the rate of shield regeneration for all Protoss units and structures. Protoss shields only regenerate out of combat. Requires 5 solar overnight per level. I didn't realize they only regenerate out of combat. I did not know that. That's actually a weakness of the shields I did not realize. But in fact, this is more useful to me than construction time and starting supply. And from this point forward, when we have leftover points, they'll go here first. So with all of this, let's chat a few more times with Alarak.
You are unworthy of my conversation.
Well, that's not very nice.
I did not invade your ship to make idle chatter.
Well, that's apparent.
You are unworthy of
Okay,
my
he's kind of a jerk. Now I'm not going to go back and see what Ninja. You know what? No, I feel like I should be talking to Ninja League too.
Artanis, I will not let you die down
I
there.
will bring you up here and then kill you.
The Tal'Darim had better not be lying.
Oh, I think they've learned their lesson from that second impeachment.
The Tal'Darim
All right,
had better
whatever.
not be lying.
Ah, crap, I triggered it, and I need to manually trigger this.
Your hierarch is apparently unaware of the danger closing in around him.
What a jerk,
If you
huh?
desire his safe return, you will send your warriors to these coordinates now.
He doesn't know what's going on. Welcome to the afterlife, Jean-Luc. You're dead. So we got hostile forces, which is both human and Protoss. I have gotten these achievements in the past, but as you can see, they involve using psionic storms, because we're getting the High Templar on this mission, and protecting Kerrigan's hives, because we will have an ally on this map. And this, in fact, is why I'm, again, hopefully this will go fairly smoothly, because I played this off screen within recent times. And the biggest thing here is that to find the bonus Solar Knight that's available involves scouring the map. Like there's if you know where they are in advance. That I kept running out of time. Your base is attacked in this mission, but it's far more likely that your ally will get wiped, which is an automatic loss. You have an ally you don't control. If they get wiped out, you lose. Which means, in effect, this is a timed mission. And I kept running out of time because I would get to the point where I was ready to take the final objective, but I hadn't found the side objectives yet and was wasting time looking for them. But knowing where they are, this should go reasonably smoothly. At any rate, we have the High Templar. Potent Psionic Master, can use feedback and Psionic Storm, can merge into an Archon. And the High Templar is very powerful if you were good at manually micro-controlling units. I'm not, but they're still good if you can afford to mass them, because the Archons are really good. So we will see how that goes. Is the mission the hybrid represent? But what it really comes down to is when they introduce a unit, they usually, in a story mission, they usually give you the resources to build a lot of that unit, because they're trying to teach you about using it. And in fact, High Templars and Archons, you need a lot of Vespian gas. So this map, I expect to give us a lot of Vespian gas.
Your forces toward Tanis. I have done as I promised, Dark Templar. Now go tell your hierarch. I am waiting for him.
Me and my pointy-ass head.
Our High Templar have volunteered to aid you.
The loss of the Kala was not easily borne. But we are ready to serve once again.
Okay, so the closest we get to an explanation...
Thank you for your bravery in this dire time. We will recover our hierarch.
The closest we get to an explanation for them not already having joined us is that they were really emotionally upset by the loss of the Kala. Anyway, we start with 3, so I'm going to get me 1 Archon and have 1 High Templar chillaxing. But as you can see, Sentinels, maybe not the best. They have the ability to reconstruct, otherwise they're just kind of generically zealots. 50 shields, 100 life. High Templar, 40 shields, 40 life. They are meant to be fragile but powerful spellcasters, but then you got the Archon, 350 shields, 10 life. Their starting shields are weak. Everyone else's, nobody's starting with any bonuses here. But they've got like 8 damage. These guys, 25 damage. 35 against biological. Attacking air ground. So yeah, they're pretty good. Oh, and in this game, High Templars have a generic attack.
Brothers, let these hybrid thralls feel the wrath of the Templar.
Because they actually do have, in the original Starcraft, they don't have a regular attack. In this game, like Tassadar, the hero unit, they do have an attack. So let's see how this works.
Protoss, coming.
Okay. They didn't really do that well, did they? But anyway, we've got a little brief no-build section here just to introduce us to their abilities, and then we got a wounded sentinel.
I heed the call. Speak your demand. The darkness will be repelled. Unity. I have heard of these Terran specters. Focus
Nope,
their energies into a feedback loop.
Fuck.
They will not bear it. Listening. The enemy shall be. We shall.
They almost, but did not quite, kill one of these guys and force him to start regenerating, but... Are these more specters? Yeah, even more specters. Can you, oh man, you got all shut up.
I serve. We are focused once more. Command me.
Oh, they got charge. I didn't realize they had charge. That's nice. Alright, whatever. Let's get on with the main mission.
Your allies are in battle.
Oh.
To me, my swarm!
Templar, join us.
I think we're going to rescue them whether or not we help, yeah. Well, the saying back here. The Zerg actually saved the day. I guess this means Alarak of the Tal'Darim went to the Zerg and talked to them too.
Amon has opened a portal to the void. It must be shut down before it tears us apart.
You're tearing me apart, what thing?
My swarm and I will.
I was talking to Vorzun, actually. Don't put it.
But it's up to you to seal that portal.
Sure, whatever.
The gateway draws power from these void crystals. We will need to destroy them if we are to seal the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Then it shall be done.
And Taro, whatever. Alright.
You have not enough minerals.
Now, I've got automatic extractors, which are nice. They're really nice, actually, because they extract pretty quickly, and they mean that you really just want to...
is approaching my hive cluster, Artanis.
You want to throw down
Ready to disable those crystals.
assimilators as fast as possible.
As many Zerg as I can spare to help you. Fight well, Templar.
Sure thing, lady. Yeah, so there's really no point in waiting to get these up unless you just can't afford 75 crystals, which I guess early on is a thing. So we'll get us another Templar so that we can get another Archon. But yeah, it's easy to get your economy maxed out when you've got orbital assimilators, because all of your probes go straight to mining. No muss, no fuss. Oh, this is still going. Yeah, I'm going to need to turn this into a warp gate pretty soon here. There's combat going on up here, but there's a tendril of Amon or some kind of weird, like, you can't actually help them up here. They are going to get wiped out, so all we can do is take out the bases quickly.
Hierarch, I am detecting several energy sources hidden across the temple. They appear to be Zelnaga vessels, ancient power sources. If we can locate them, I should be able to use their energy to free up additional solarite from the Spear of ADUN's core.
More Soulburnite? Well, that sounds like a good idea to me, friend. It's waiting for... Okay. Let's go ahead and get our probes coming. Oh, I didn't actually have enough saved up to really take advantage of this. I actually kind of wasted this. I have not enough minerals. Okay. I actually was a little bit wasteful there. I didn't get the most out of that. But we will be maxed out on economy soon. I'm banking on us not needing army right away. Because I've got like no anti-air at all. think we're going to go all gateway units here.
Chosen, slay these heretics in Amon's name.
Alright, that's my indication the enemy's getting ready to attack. Okay, and... Okay. That got us a little... That basically got us... Can't issue commands of what unit? Get up here. Alright. So again, air's not going to be that useful here.
Push forward. Engage Amon's forces. Artanis, now's a good time to make your move.
And I'm not going to let them rush me. We're going to kind of want to almost do one big sweep of this when it's time. We're going to have a lot of gas at our disposal. And I'm going to want to get just a few... I don't want to build lots of static defenses, but a little bit is not a terrible idea, just so that we don't collapse immediately if the enemy ever attacks and my forces are off somewhere else. So I'm going to want to mass Archons here.
Upgrade complete.
Archons depend heavily on their shields because they got so much shield power.
You have not enough minerals.
Now it's always a problem, a possibility rather. Okay. So that's just a few shields to make it so that we don't die the minute anybody attacks if we're away.
Cassar de Templari. Base is under attack.
For you jerks, wasn't actually expecting to commit to this fight right this minute, but kind of got drawn into it, I guess.
The crystal's defenders have fallen. Move in and destroy it.
Yeah, that's the plan. You guys, you have to be careful on this one not to accidentally draw your Templar into auto attack when in fact your intention is to have them participating in murder of, merging into Archons and then attacking.
Crystal destroyed. Sensors are showing 3 more remain, Hierarch.
Burn. Annihilate.
Okay, so we're going to just keep cranking out Templar until we start running out of resources. And as you can see, we're already getting to the point where gas is going to slow us down, even though we've got way more gas than usual on this map, starting with 2 or 3 Vespene geysers on our base and throwing down a few cannons to even things out with mineral use. We're still going to run out. So I want to come down here because this is one of the objectives, the bonuses.
If you feel like joining me, don't get in the way. Artanis, hurry up and disable those void crystals. My hive cluster is taking a beating.
We've secured a Zelnaga vessel, Karax. Prepare for transfer.
So we can help them out.
Unbelievable. Despite eons of inactivity, these devices are still at full power.
And it's generally a good idea to... Oh, jeez, I didn't realize I was going to be leaving my own guys in the lurch. Let's boost their shields. That also boosts the Zerg shield. I didn't realize there was 2 entrances, so by auto-attack command moving my guys and then using my space lasers to help the Zerg, I left my guys high and dry while the Zerg were getting the help of space lasers.
Warriors, the crystal is secure. Destroy it as soon as possible.
Alright. So again, the main thing is going to be this Shadow Tendril is going to wipe their shit out. And we really want to get the bonus stuff before that happens. Because in fact, if we try to attack their bases, we get a message saying, don't do that, and their bases are really well defended.
Moving to attack our nexus point. Ready our defenses.
We could grab our army and... Alright, we will try to cut them off as they're attacking.
I have to pull back, regenerate my forces.
Oh, you kind of dodged that one. Nicely done there, friend. So we've got a base up here that if I mess with, I get told off by Artanis.
The second Zelnaga power source has been secured. I only detect 1 energy signal left.
Focus on the void crystals, Artanis. The enemy bases can wait until we're good and ready.
Yeah, that's it. It's she chooses out. And that's just so somebody wandered close enough to get yelled at, but really like to get this overcharge going, but that was, wow, that was rough. Okay, let's pull back. This is the last base we really have to take. And they wiped us out pretty good. And are also out of Vespene, which means it might be a good idea now to build more warp gates and just start pumping out zealots as a cheap unit. And also to save my Spear of ADUN abilities for the next attack. Because they have a crystal here and a crystal here. The crystal up here also has a bonus objective nearby, and we really do need to wipe these jerks out. This crystal is the one you're supposed to take second. If we take it last, it should put us in a good position to not have that tough of a fight to get it.
This warrior awakens.
Okay. And, you know, winning with a lot of their base remaining is kind of secondary at this point. We've I did that on normal difficulty already. I'm not too worried about doing it here.
This warrior awakens.
Okay.
This warrior awakens. The merging is complete.
I think we got a worthwhile army now. Let's head up here. They're coming for us anyway. We might as well do what we can to wipe them out before they wipe us out. Oh, they're attacking on this side too. What oracle?
My hive cluster won't survive much longer. Disable the crystals now.
I'm working on it, lady. Don't tell me what to do, though. You know what? We can get some, Oh, I don't have the technology to build some of this stuff, because I never... Okay, I guess I'm just building lots of zealots.
This warrior awakens. We need focus.
You see, she will get in trouble if we don't hurry up, but if we wipe out this last one and then come back for the second to last, I think we should be fine. It'll be fine. We're getting close to maximum solar night too.
I'm sending my army your way, Artanis. They'll help clear a path to the crystals.
Our power shall serve. We meet the enemy in battle. Kassad. You must construct Kassad.
Oh, I'm out of pylons. Okay. Figured that would happen eventually. Well, that shouldn't last long. I should hit a point where guys are dying, and therefore I'm getting not supply blocked anymore, but...
We are focused once more. We meet the enemy in battle.
The crystal is free of defenders. Our warriors can destroy it whenever you are ready.
Our warriors will engage the enemy.
This warrior warriors. Hold back from the shadow tendril. It will only consume you.
Okay, never mind. Now I'm messing with the shadow tendril. That's not going to be helpful.
We must destroy the final
So somewhere... Oh, here it is. This is the last bonus objective.
Hybrid inbound on our nexus point. Warriors, intercept them. Power overwhelming.
Alright, well, let's wipe out the hybrid first, because they're coming up this way.
Hold back from the shadow tendril.
You just told us to fight these guys.
We embrace the glory of battle. We meet the enemy in battle. Upgrade complete. Kassad de Templar. Kassad, this warrior awakens.
Okay, that we already got. Which one am I missing then? Shit.
Our pylon is under attack.
We missed one of these somewhere. Ah, crap. We're having a problem now, which is that I can't figure out where the last of these bonus objectives is. This is what happened to me last time. It's off in a corner somewhere that we didn't notice. I already got one that was all the way we got that one, didn't we, right? Well, we can be parked at the entrance to the base. Was it over here? This corner, maybe?
My minions and I are pushing towards a crystal.
Over
Care to
here?
join us?
Now this is one of the places we need to take out. Kerrigan's launching an attack. We need to hurry, but I can't figure out where this last optional objective is. Wherever it is, we've got more than enough force to take it. I just have to find it. That's what happened to me last time. Oh, maybe it's all the way in this corner. No. Oh, crap. Where is it?
The final crystal has been secured.
Nope. Get away from it. Don't destroy it or I'll win the mission before we're ready. This one we got.
Mineral field depleted.
It's kind of in the middle of things, I thought.
Mineral field depleted.
This weird little side path that I need to take. That's their main base. That's not it. Here it is. So the Zerg will kind of really slowly destroy it. But here we go. I've got it now. Okay.
That is the last of the vessels, Karax.
Understood. I am transferring the final power source now.
That's enough. For now.
Okay, Kerrigan got wiped out, but it's okay. We're still going to win. So they're really close to being wiped out by this super tendril of destruction, but we got the Solar Knight and we won the day.
Let this be a reckoning.
I reckon.
From this point forward, we stand united.
The Zerg and the Protoss, best buddies forever.
Amon's darkness.
Okay, yeah, I almost blew it. I almost lost. Again, I got to the place where I couldn't remember how to find all the little stupid side objectives. It's not that big a map, I just keep misplacing one.
Kerrigan. Join us. Together, we can defeat Amon and send him
My
back into the
swarm was
void.
broken here on Tanis. I'll need time to rebuild.
What I'm saying is, I love you.
There is no time. My people are being consumed. Their very flesh
Man up,
turned into
dog.
Amon's own. I cannot wait.
Then you must do as I have. Gather allies, subjugate enemies, do whatever you can to ensure victory. Survival is never pretty.
I want you to be my ally, but you're
We are
wimping out on me.
different leaders, but I thank you nonetheless. Until we meet again.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, we got the 15 out of 15 bonus Solar Knight. We have a new specialization faction available, the Tal'Darim. Killed 169 units, lost 34. Burned 160 with feedback. Really? Okay, if you say so. Didn't kill anyone with Psi Storms, because whatever. And we allowed 4 hives to be devoured. If you can win on normal with less than 3 being destroyed, you get a bonus objective. That is obviously not something that we managed to do on hard. Could have went a little faster if I'd just been a little bit more on the ball about where the bonus objectives were, but we wanted that Solar Knight, and we got it. Karax would never forgive us if we left it behind.
Artanis, Hierarch of the Twilight Council, Warlord of the Templar. I had expected so much more.
You are surprisingly douchey.
Arrogance. Watch your words, or my blade will watch them for you.
Yeah, watch this, Phoenix.
That's hardly a way to speak of one who saved your master's life.
Mm-hmm.
You care little for my survival, Alarak. What is the true reason you've come to me?
I can't believe you said I care little for your survival. I really care a lot.
Covenant, and cast us low.
These are lies, Artanis.
Well, no, I believe him. It doesn't mean he's our friend.
Are you not but a lie incarnate machine? Protoss.
Good point.
Speak your peace, Alarak.
My piece is that he's a liar.
Tal'Darim's death fleet
I love his little kilt.
awaiting the
Tal'Darim battle kilt.
invasion. I come with an offer. You will aid me in invoking a challenge for the right to rule my kind as High Lord.
Because he's like Lieutenant General of the Tal'Darim right now, not full general. Not Allied General. If he was an Allied General, I would attempt to play the game, but it would crash.
Rally my advisors. It appears we have much to discuss.
If he was a Panzer General, I would win every mission on the first try, winning a major victory on all but the last, and everyone would tell me I was the worst ever. Sadly, he is merely Lieutenant General.
I believe I will serve you more effectively from here.
Sure.
Besides, I would rather Alarak remain where he can be watched.
Oh, poor Vorzun. This basically is her way of saying, I've been turfed from being on the main starting screen. This time we start here, but normally we won't. Got a little army of these stalkers wandering around, stalking, as it were. Let's see what everyone has to say before we call it a video.
Nothing was as it seemed. We came to Ulnar to awaken the Xel'Naga and receive their aid. Instead, Amon nearly killed us.
What a jerk,
I
huh?
fear Zeratul prophecy is no longer clear to me.
It's also no longer
Closer
relevant.
to the truth than I thought. The Xel'Naga did rest here. Had they lived, I think they would have given us their aid.
For all the good
Just
that
as
we've
Zeratul
done.
said.
All they have is a bunch of
If
space
nothing
seed.
else, I will grant him that.
Matriarch, your words surprise me.
Perhaps your counsel has proved influential in some regards.
Perhaps I'm dumb enough to listen to
To
you.
give you more of it.
I said some regards, Hierarch. Not all.
Get over yourself. That's basically what she's saying here. How about you, Rohana?
Rohana,
In the highest.
see why you must sever your nerve cords. I cannot allow you to fall under Amon's sway again.
Not your call,
Power was
douchebag.
created in our darkest moment. Only its light was able to bind our people to give us unity.
Well, you can, I mean, you made it once. Can you not make it again after we've gotten rid of Amon?
Our spirits
Maybe put some more security in there.
It is worth fighting.
Stop it from being hackable,
Now
like
Amon
backdoor
uses it
entrances.
against us. It sustains his existence. Its time must end.
Artanis,
I really don't understand why they have to make this choice. Why can't they just wipe it out and then declare their intention to rebuild?
Swirling like a vortex throughout. He does not realize it, but here, within the Kala, he is vulnerable.
Oh.
Just as he can see into me, I can see into him. We can use this to our advantage, Hierarch.
I can speak parcel tongue now,
It's
Hierarch.
not worth it.
Please, I only ask for time.
Time to betray you. Let's see what's going on with the new Tal'Darim Powertron
Powerful
units.
psionic warriors have joined our ranks, Hierarch. You must choose among them.
So we can get the High Templar.
Sade Templari.
In our darkest hour, the High Templar continue to hone their abilities. Their sonic storms are larger and can also restore the shields of our warriors. Oh, I did not know that. That's actually kind of cool. If I'd known that, I'd be more likely to try to use them, actually. But then you've got the Dark Archon. So they skip the whole thing of the Dark Templar being... So Dark Templar, let's see, they are Cloaked Warriors. Dark Templar, High Templar are different categories now. You skip straight to building Dark Archons, I guess. You don't build them from Dark Templar anymore. But dangerous and unstable, merging into a Dark Archon is permitted only under the direst circumstances. Their chaotic, sonic energies drive our enemies to madness, causing them to turn against each other. So having a few of these guys around, I'm sure can be really useful if you're really good at micro, because you can grab, like, in the campaign, I can't imagine when there would be time or resources enough for us to build 2 full tech trees and take advantage. Like stealing an SCV or a drone to start, like that's a fun thing to do in a few StarCraft missions. I don't really see it working here. But, like, they are attacking with carriers or with Colossi rather, and you steal them before the game is supposed to let you build your own. That could be a lot of fun. So they use mind control, which cools down, a 10-second cooldown, permanently takes control of an enemy unit. I don't know if it makes your shields deplete to 0 like it used to. But they also have confusion, 75 MPs, 2-second cooldown, forces enemy units target area to attack each other for 10 seconds. That does sound pretty cool. And I think I might try to use these guys. Just have 1 or 2 of them around. I'd have to hotkey them so I can quickly use their spells. But having a few of these guys in the base to, like, you know, mess up enemy attacks seems like a good idea. Otherwise...
Hierarch's vanguards have joined our cause. It seems our surprises have no end.
Well, we'll be out of surprises for Immortals because you can only have 3 choices, which means we're never going to get one for the Purifier faction. But we now have the Vanguard. Tal'Darim warriors who are felled in failure and disgrace are afforded one opportunity to erase their shame by being placed in a Vanguard assault frame. They hope to create as much devastation as possible before dying in service of their High Lord. Basically,
I return to serve.
your starting regular immortals are the tankiest. The Nerazim ones have it's an active skill, not a passive skill, but they have an anti-ground or air ranged cannon. But the Vanguard's area of effect splash damage, which to me seems like it would be a lot of fun. So I'm going to try these guys. They might not be that great, but we'll give them a shot. And when I say we'll give them a shot, I don't know that we ever will. I might not get around to building them. But the next mission where we feel the need to build immortals, we'll try them out and see how they go. Let's go to the Silvernight Core.
Hierarch, I believe I have found a way to save our people. As Zeratul foresaw, this keystone can indeed be our salvation.
Keystone Light.
Explain yourself.
Son of a
As we
bitch.
have seen, the keystone was designed to be found and assembled by those who would ascend to become Xel'Naga.
So they're like a Lego set for adults.
It would also expel
Which
its
I've never
stored
understood, but
energy
never mind.
to
That's just
awaken
me.
the slumbering Xel'Naga. The keystone siphons energies and redistributes essence, matter, information, consciousness.
Bullshit.
This device,
Nonsense.
They are all the same. I see that now.
Yeah, whatever.
This is how it cleansed Kerrigan?
No. What would make you say that? No, you don't even barely understand Artanis.
Queen of Blades. Then it used that energy to release Amon from the void. If I can discover how to control the keystone, we could use it to extract Amon from the Kala and save our people.
We could turn him into a stone. Would that make him happy?
After all, continue your research, Karax.
Sure thing, boss.
We have a war to take to Amon.
Actually, sir, this will be an instant win button if we can just avoid them long enough for me to get it working, so maybe we shouldn't. No! We will take the war to Amon.
This keystone contains more information than I could ever hope to understand.
Then again, I'm kinda dumb.
You were right all along, Hierarch. I am little more than a clone of your friend.
No, nothing more, actually.
The Tal'Darim speaks truth. I am synthetic, a replication, a lie.
Yes, and you must be
What did you
killed.
find in the archive? My death, my rebirth as a dragoon, and then my death at the hands of this Queen of Blades.
And then James Raynor saying he would be my friend and avenge me, but
As if they were my own. I must have time to consider this.
yeah, Phoenix would have figured it out by now. The real Phoenix, I mean.
Warrior Phoenix. Whether you identify yourself as my old friend or not,
You must choose how to
and I
self-identify.
believe you will help me destroy Amon's armies and save our people. Do not waver because of this knowledge.
I
will try, Hierarch.
I don't remember there ever being a scene where Phoenix meets Raynor, but it's a shame because they really should be buddies. Like, I mean, this new Phoenix, like, if it turns out he's not Phoenix, he knows that now. But like, you would think he would like show up and slap Raynor on the back and panic him or something. But we never get that moment, unfortunately. So we got more Solar Night, but we don't have a lot of things to do. It's a for these skills on the right side here, it's 50 for the secondary skill, 100 for the primary. Whereas over here, it's 0, 25, 50. So, Orbital Assimilators is real good, and I don't want to get rid of them. Solar Lance is real good, and until we get something better that's an attack skill, I don't want to get rid of it. Chrono Surge is pretty good. We'd have to lose one of these to get Phoenix, and I don't think it's worth it. So we are going to boost our shield recharge rate, and just keep going.
There must be a way to test the limits of the keystone's absorption capabilities. Where does one acquire void energy?
I'm thinking the Void, or perhaps at a Void gas station. What about you? You have something to say?
Zeratul. What did it all mean?
Zeratul, what's your deal? And of course, Elrac.
You must know Amon will destroy you.
I'm rooting for
You
him.
have such faith in him. Why are you here? Oh, I merely voice the inevitable. I know the true power of what you face. I said destroy you, not I.
Yeah, Alrak's not really a very great ally. He's just not a nice guy.
Will be his undoing. It is a flaw I also see in you.
Ooh.
I believe I like you, Hierarch. Your bravery is commendable. Join me then. Together, we can defeat him. I cannot tether my fate to yours. Hatred does not burn within you as it does in me.
Well, I keep talking like that, I'll start hating you.
The agony of knowing all you believed in is a lie, and that your only solace is found in the destruction of your betrayer.
Solace.
No. Amon corrupted my people, and now turns them into a hybrid abomination.
So yeah, I'm
My
ticked.
rage burns brighter than 1,000 suns, and soon all will see my wrath unleashed.
Okay.
This is something I hope to witness.
Alarak. Artanis, what do you desire? So what do we got next? War Council. Ah, shoot, I should have called it a video before we got to this point. Because this would be a great place for us to pick up next time.
The void.
So I think that's what I'll do. When we come back next time, we'll pick up from here.
But